Hi, good morning. I'm Deborah Ginsberg from Strategic Design, and I wanted to share with you a little recipe that's one of my favorites. My kids love it. People who come over to our house love it. It's a recipe that I call kind of silly, easy petit fours, and I just wanted to share it with you. These are all the ingredients that you need. You need a Sara Lee pound cake. You can use the light one or the pure butter one, which I prefer, or any other kind of pound cake. You need a can of ready-made frosting, some wax paper, some sprinkles or toppings, and 2 cookie sheets, and a cooling rack, and a cutting board, and that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to show you how it's made. One of the things I like about this recipe so much is that it's really easy, it's really fast, and it looks great. So first thing you're going to do is prep your cookie sheet. And you're going to put the wax paper underneath the cooling rack. And that's really just to catch the frosting as you cool it, or as you dribble the frosting on top of the cakes. So one of the things about petit fours, I don't know if you guys are all familiar with them, but they're cute little cakes. And generally they're handmade with beautiful fondant and all that kind of stuff. But these look like that, but they don't take as much time or energy. So you take the Sara Lee cake and kind of cut it. And mine's frozen, so it's a little harder to cut. I guess I'd recommend bringing it to room temp first. Might be a little easier. But you want to make square blocks. So you want to cut off all of the edges, just really easily. And I save these pieces because my kids like to eat them later. So I'm just going to cut it into squares like this. And put them on the tray like this. Then I'm going to take my frosting. And I'm going to scoop it into a microwave-safe pyrex or any type of microwave-safe dish, because what you're going to do is you're going to take the frosting and you're going to melt it for about 20 to 30 seconds until it's smooth. You don't want to over melt it because the oils and the fat start to separate and it doesn't look as pretty. So you kind of want to watch how long you melt it for. So give me 1 second and I'll be right back with the melted frosting. All right, so I've melted my frosting, and you want to stir it up and kind of make sure it pours nicely. This is a little thick, but we'll try it. But like I said, you don't want to get it too melted or it doesn't look as pretty. So all I'm going to do is pour the frosting over the cake, and you can watch it just kind of fall over and coat the side. The big issue is trying to get around and make sure you don't miss any corners. And I'm going to do each one like this. Now, one of the things I like about this recipe, and one of the reasons you use the wax paper, is because the frosting flows through the cooling rack, and a lot of times you can only coat 3 or 5 cakes depending on how big you make them. And so you want to be able to reuse your frosting, and the wax paper allows you to be able to do that. So I'm going to coat my cakes like this. I'll put that down. And I am going to move this over to the other cookie sheet like that. Now, one of the things I like to do is, I said, reuse my frosting. So I'm going to take my frosting scooper or a spatula, it doesn't matter, either one, and just scoop it right back into my pyrex like this. And then you can bring your cooling rack back and do the other ones. So we'll do a few more, and then I'll show you how to top them. Now this is getting a little thick, you can see, but it looks pretty, and depending on if your kids like a lot of icing or not, you can thin it down if you need to. So, all right. So when you're going to decorate them, you can use any type of decoration, any color frost, any type of sprinkles, but you want to be sure to decorate it on a separate cookie sheet because otherwise it gets into your mixed frosting and that's not good. So sometimes I decorate them with little chocolate chips or chocolate jimmies or anything like that. And you kind of wait for it to cool a little, but in order of time, in essence of time, you lift it up and there's your cake. And it's beautiful. And you just put it onto your serving platter like this. And you've got a great little dessert. You can put them in the refrigerator. They keep for a couple of days. And you can make them for baby showers or spring parties or Valentine's Day or Halloween. So that's my recipe. It's very, very silly easy. And it makes a great presentation. And I hope you enjoy it. If you'd like to leave a comment on this or tell me what you think, I would love to hear about it. And if not, visit us at www.strategiadesign.com. I'm Deborah Ginsberg. Thanks so much. Bye.